most likely to take this pistol here.
Oh, what a beautiful round coming out from Endpoint. Just really simple stuff. We saw some good shots coming out. They're able to isolate the Apps player by first of all taking him down low and then just making sure that he doesn't peek. The CTs try and peek off each other in the graveyard and pit position. But overall, that was a really easy round coming out from Endpoint and a good sign to see, even with the stack coming out to the A bomb site in the pistol round, Jay. They deal with it pretty easily.
Yeah, nice and efficient again from the T side. SKADE forced out position and forced off angle. In a lot of cases, forced away from the A-bomb site there. And the USPs, P2K back out for another eco round from the SKADE side. A three-man boost, guess you could say. I mean, I don't know what this is. This looks like a triangle boost more than anything else. You've got two players standing on top of one other, who's also standing on top of what looks to be Rafty, but it's actually on the little the wood plank. All holding the long position, ready for players to make their way out and try and tag them and take them down. With the smoke standing here for the moment. Very easy setup from the SKADE.
It would be pretty scary if a single Endpoint member decided to swing out from long position.
At this moment, he knew. That's what it would be like for Robin, who's about to face it. Pause this phrase, boys. He gets himself the 2 kills, and Mighty Max and Crucial do clean up the last couple of frags. 2 kills going the way of the MAC-10, especially. And a 2-0 for the Endpoint side to kick things off for the T-side force.
And they get a kill, so they at least find something with the USPs. Always like to see some innovative strategies with the pistols. We see a lot of boosts. We see that as like Astralis boost over towards that B bomb site with the USPs, but for SKADE, it is going to be the rifle rounds to come up. M4s across the board, the single M4A1S onto Spellin. But for Endpoint, not taking any of banana control early on. I wonder if SKADE want to try and take control of this.
Don't have to go too aggressive for it. I mean, they're happy just to sit in their standard positions with the M4s, knowing that they can just hold back and pick apart Endpoint if they make their way into the sites. Especially with a couple players being weak, they're still got a MAC-10 on Surreal. Mighty Max hasn't even bought a rifle for this round. A Glock in, I think, to save the AWP in the next one. I'm not sure what the play is. The M4s will be out, and he still gets a kill on Rainwaker. That's impressive. Denny getting 2 picks, though. Crucial turns into a 2 versus 2. The bomb has been dropped over towards long. It's spotted. Spellin's going to rotate back to position. And Raftu on the balcony will stand by, checking out the short area, but unable to see anyone. He's got apartments control to deal with from Surreal. And Endpoint may want to consider rotation back to the B site. It's pretty open. The pop flash in. They spot the one man. The MAC-10 from Surreal just jump out, take him down. And all that's left is Spellin with the M4. Might be able to isolate this one pick, but the bomb plot will come through. He's in a 1 versus 2 for the retake.
Spellin probably just going to try and save at this point. 1v2, pick up an AK and try and run away. That has to be a misbuy. There's no way. Actually, Spellin's going to go for this.
Oh, he shouldn't be able to make this happen. He can't. He's got no kit. He's got 2 flashes. He's made some noise. There you go. He's out of there.
There's no way that Mighty Max... That had to be a misbuy. There's no doubt in my mind. To have a single Glock... Like, if he wanted to save the AWP, he'd be like, alright, I'll buy a Deagle. What about a MAC-10? He bought nothing. So, that must have been a misbuy. I can't believe he still gets an opening kill with the Glock as well.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about that. I mean, it certainly is not standard for the 3rd round buy, but...
It works.
I digress. I digress. AK in for Mighty Max, who opts to, I think, throw some weapons around for the CT forces. We get the AWP back on Crucial, and he has most certainly been a man of note as of late here, and he's out to try and take the first contact towards that mid area. It's been a good start for the Endpoint side. AK saved by Spellin here. May do a bit of damage over on the B side defensive, but he's the lone man on the B side defensive. The other 4 players with pistol upgrades, with Kevlar as well, stacking themselves up towards the A site. The 4-1 split coming through, SKADE playing passive contact towards B.
And so far, a pretty good read coming out from Endpoint, taking top banana control, not having to deal with any of the CTs. Spellin has this AK at the B bomb site. Pop flash coming in. Follow-up smoke as well. That's going to force Endpoint at least a little bit back. Still seeing the stack over to the A bomb site. Can't really expect too much coming out in this round for SKADE, but for Endpoint, Jay, this is a fantastic start for them. This is an opportunity for them to go 4-0 up.
Yeah, wrap around the corner against Spell, and he's got a lot of work to do on his own. Molotov to force him off first, and Noobbox, he gets the spray! Continues it to go in against Robbie. He takes a lot of damage to that T side on his own. He's bought a man advantage for SKADE going into this retake. The pistol's up. They're getting caught off guard by P250s. Not like this Endpoint. Crucial in the back line with the AWP. He's got a 1-on-3. We'll get the first of Rafty's point. Next player up first. No, he doesn't. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. Endpoint with one spray down between two players lose all their composure and concede an eco to SKADE.
UKCS question mark?
Yeah, I'm not even going to debate that. Like, not even funny. That probably sounds like UKCS to me.
That was one single rifle. First of all, how is Speller not getting traded out quicker there? He's able to find two massive kills, and you think, well, even with 2 kills going the way of SKADE, they've got no more rifles. And look, there it is, the double AWPs. We spoke about it in the pregame.
This is where Endpoint need to be concerned. Spellum playing over towards the B-bomb site. Denny out towards mid. Passive from one AWP. Semi-aggressive from another. It's enough for the setup here for the T side. And already Robin and Surreal taking early damage. That nade straight to the face of Robin in particular. Raftu out of dodge in the long apartments corridor. Well, over a minute to go, but Endpoint have set up their positions pretty effectively. They want to go straight into what seems to be an A site here. M4 of Raftu just waiting behind the corner, shoulder baiting, peeking on towards the apartment's entrance, hearing utility come out, the flashbangs go over, but Endpoint playing passive, even though the setup is coming in a moment's time.
Remember rotating that 4th player over to the A-bomb site. This is, again, another perfect read coming out for SKADE. Denny Slaw getting aggressive with that AWP. Let's see if he's able to find anything with it. Could get an opportunity onto Robin. Flashbang needs to come out perfect.
Then he rounds the corner, sees Crucial, he gets out of dodge, and the second flashbang allows Robin to get a kill. Rainmaker holds onto a trade, but Crucial turns on for the frag. It's all Raftu and Rocking. Rocking spots out 2, takes out 1, we're back to 3-on-3. And Raftu still sitting back here, very passive in the bomb site, catching Surreal in pit, flashing over the bomb out towards the back line on the back wall. Thomas gets that frag, but needs to find 2 more. Crucial will get 1, Rocking rounds that corner, 19 seconds to the clock, but Crucial will just close out the AWP frag, and Endpoint do recover a disastrous round there on the T side. Oh,
what a fantastic recovery coming out from Endpoint, and we look to the man Thomas. He was really able to bring that back, as well as chiming in with Crucial with that AWP. But for SKADE, they had a good read, they had a good opportunity to shut things out, but for Endpoint, they bring back a big disadvantage. Very impressive stuff from them, and they can get off to a flying start on this T side. Ooh, another kill.
So far, the start has found its wings. Haven't seen it get flying in the air just yet, so this is eco. We should be seeing Endpoint take another good round. It's after that where things will start to get a bit more interesting for the Ts. That AWP Crucial, though, so far doing well to get the opening couple of kills. If we could get Denny slaughtered, then that would just be like a great crutch taken away from the SKADE side. At this stage, as that first pick leads to a 2-2 split, SKADE are going to sit pretty and wait. Endpoint very passive along their line. Will look to hit the B-bomb site initially. They've got that bomb on the back of Mighty Max. The real. We'll spot Denny. Swing out, take the spray against him. Try and fall back as well with a smoke standing by. Not another secondary kill as the hit comes through from the T side. It's only Rainwaker standing with a deagle. Actually boosted up by a second man. He sees the players coming crossing. Can he get any kills? We'll focus on the lower player. The higher player will take the frag and Spellin. We left alone.
That's how you deal with a Nico. That was fantastic stuff coming out from Endpoint. The half-buy investment for SKADE, not working out. Spellin, going to get taken out in the end there from Robbins. So overall, a fantastic round from Endpoint. Yes, some damage is done, but they're able to hold on to a little bit of utility and no one goes down. And Crucial especially has been definitely on point with this AWP, and it's a great sign to see as well, because he needs to be able to out or a Denny Slaw if they want to continue this momentum.
And the rebuys come back in. Crucial won't challenge Denny. Very aggressive here. It's actually the peeking from the apartments from Denny Slaw, so the AWP battle will not be allowed here. He'll pick up the apartments. He could find Robin if he's careful enough. He didn't see him at the edge of the window. And actually, Surreal will time it well to catch him off. So that's an opening kill against the AWP. Quite aggressive to respond here from the Banana position. Done a ton of damage to Surreal, Crucial, and Thomas here. They can still find these trades on SMGs as well, if Rocking wants to continue pressing up, though. Peeked towards that mid position. Robin caught looking the wrong way. They know where Rainwaker is from here. They have to try and deal with this player. The Molotov's in, forcing back all the same nades up. It doesn't take anybody down, but it is getting closer and closer for SKADE.
And Rocking's aggressive to the banana face. As soon as he gets taken down, that big bomb site's opened up. This has to be a really big hole coming out from Rocking, and Surreal as well. Going to get a pick towards that A bomb site, and he's only got an MP9J.
Flash in, Thomas goes down. Next two players around the corner, and that's enough to suppress them. He peeks in, takes Crucial, and gets Mighty Max. What the hell was that? Surreal now left alone with bomb control and CT control. 40 seconds to find two, so it's not impossible for him. But that SMG should not have left him in this position. And the AWP will peek up, try look for Rocking back over at the T-stairs. A flashbang over, evaded. Secondary follow-up out towards that banana area. Looks to see that bomb, but has he got any information? He's got to focus on the stairs player in particular. You can see where Rocking's placed up, and he's going to take him down. A beautiful 4K from Rocking. No idea how he overcame the rifles, but he did. And it leads to 2 for SKADE.
One of the veteran players on this SKADE lineup having a phenomenal round, finding 4 kills in the end. And I just don't understand how that's not traded easier. There's got to be some sort of bait and switch setup coming out from Mighty Max and Crucial. It just looks like they were waiting to give up 1v1 duels. The SKADE, after a fantastic individual player coming out from Rocking, they're able to find their second round.
Endpoint will be a little bit tilted after that, I feel. Trying to peek in towards Banana and get the opening picks. The dinks on towards Rocking, though, don't take him down. He's seen 2 players, and he's just going to flash out and try fall away. A minute and 15 for Endpoint. They have got the bomb picked up on the back of Robin and now looking towards that B site here, but it's still very passive on the defaults. They haven't found that opening kill. And they'll still make some noise over on the A half of the map. Actually, they might consider the rotation towards mid. If Denny gets even a pick here, this might throw the whole round down the toilet.
Rotating 2 players off to the B bomb site. It's only going to be Denny Slaw and Raftu. And Raftu's got that MP9 up close and personal. It's real not going to be able to win out the duel. The AWP is alone, and it's going to be exposed.
Rainwaker on his way back quick here from the long position, and Endpoint have not acted off the back of its opening kill. Allows a reposition from the AWP. He drops that bomb, should call in the rotation from his backup teammates. Now the M4 in position from Rainwaker. 30 seconds. He's going to try deny the bomb plant here. Hiding back, checking out the default position, hoping that Thomas makes his way in quick, but Robin makes his way around from long and shuts him down on the side. Spelling and Rocking left to save their weapons, and Endpoint will get to 6 on the T side. And it's really weird from Endpoint here, because in this game we're seeing some confident rounds like that, and then we're seeing some other rounds where they just make small little mistakes that SKADE punish, i.e. the 3-man 4K on the SMG. Fortunately for this round, they can get a 6th, and that is all important here. Exit frags will be the rage, but it looks like they'll get out of dodge for the most part.
I've been really impressed by the crossfires set on the executions for Endpoint. We saw a player into the bomb site. It might have been a Rainwaker or Raftu once Denny Slaw went down, and he was just hiding in the boxes, and we saw an opportunity that he might have been able to try and take down the members swinging for the short position, but Robin comes out from long and takes him down. So in terms of the crossfires being established from Endpoint, things are looking really good, but when it comes into a best of one, especially when these teams are so close to one another, to me, it's whoever makes more mistakes is going to be the loser in this matchup.
The first tactical of the best of one has been taken by SKADE here. Kind of expected Endpoint to be on the ropes faster, but that's case in point for this rivalry and how well it's gone and how close it's been between these two teams. SKADE know not to take this team lightly. They know that they could still lose this matchup. Up against the rifles here, they haven't got many buy options. They've got the 2 M4s, which might announce a little bit of a crux for them to stand on, but They've got to drop weapons on Spellin and Rocking if they want to get the rest of the teammates up to code. Do they even bother going for this? Do they just do upgrade pistols around these weapons and go for the $2,900 into another buy-up? It looks like it's the latter of those options. What should be a 7-2 scoreline for Endpoint, but these rifle rounds need to get going for SKADE. They'll still be in a very, very bad position, all things considered. Look how quick Mighty Max makes his way out towards the B-bomb site. He spotted out Rocking. The flashbang keeps him turned away. The spray up, the nade through, almost takes him down, but Rocking stays alive. An aggressive force from Endpoint to force them back.
And what a change-up. That's the first time we've seen any kind of a quick site execution, or at least quick presence from map control from Endpoint. They take Rocking down so low. So now at the B bomb site, SKADE are going to be a little bit worried about getting aggressive, so we'll probably just see them playing really passive. Endpoint, though, looks like they want to make their way to this A bomb site, and it all just comes down to timing. What?
Oh!
That's unreal.
They predicted it. They predicted it. I don't know. I think the nade angle was predicted well from when he threw that. I think he just said, Surreal, spray through the window and see if there's a player there. There was. That's one of the M4s taken out as well. The other one's on that B bomb site on 10 HP. They're not even going to bother rotating. They're going to save. They're going to save that M4, that head Kevlar, what's left of it for Rocking. Leave Endpoint to an all-important 7th for the T sign. That is some next level connect the dots sort of game, you know, like just to see that nade, its angle, and think, hold on, is he there? Beautifully done. Beautifully done there for the Endpoint squad. And yeah.
That was good. Yeah, they were able to see the nade come down. So they knew that he was either towards the first or second boost up. But the way that Surreal knows exactly where to spam and how perfect it is, and it opens up a fantastic opportunity. First of all, like Jay said, taking the rifle out at that A bomb site, and there's just an instant save. Could get a little bit lucky with some of the picks here, and he's slow tapping away, but Mighty Max is going to be able to take him down. Thomas as well, finding one, Raptor in his deagle. Only connecting with one, Joe.
We look good. We look real good here from Endpoint.
Let's have a look. Krillin was like, oh, I see bullets. Then I see death.
Spray back? No, I probably shouldn't. That will give away the fact that I'm actually here. I want to take another look at that nade trajectory a little bit later. Like, that was next level, I feel like. I don't know how they were able to predict that from such a weird angle. I don't know if it was thrown or whether it bounced, but either way, that was beautifully done.
Good signs from Endpoint on the T side. Double orbs coming out again. Good spam damage being found onto Surreal at the end of the apartment's position.
Spray through on Surreal, 20 HP. And they can take wall bangs all the same. A lot less communicated in that respect. More like luck and hoping for the best spawns, and the spawns were right for the spray. Spellin taking a bit of damage into the banana position, though. The early damage on Surreal and Spellin, no more than that. Minute to go here for the T side hit, and Endpoint. We're going to have to rely on Surreal to play a bit more possum and passive. He's got one flashbang, unfortunately, so he hasn't got much utility that he can use. Rain, wake up. Standing by with the M4 to take first contact out this mid position. Endpoint, they put the bomb back on Banana. Are they going to go for a rotation here?
Yeah,
they are.
They've still got a lot of util behind them, so they'll be able to get a full set piece into the B bomb side. If they can deal with Spellin, especially with him being low, that pretty much opens up the round for me.
The AWP as well. If he misses his first shot, he's a goner. He has to do everything from this angle. His backup in Rocking is facing away, playing anti-flash. 20 seconds to the clock. It all comes up to the next 2 kills, I feel like. If they go the way of Endpoint, they have the site. If they go the way of SKADE, they have the defense. Time is so low. Manic sprays back from Rocking. Endpoint has suppressed. The backstab's also coming in. The AWP misses his first shot, and now they know exactly where the players are holding in. From Rocking holds on Surreal, Thomas, and Robin. They do overwhelm. There's the bomb plant coming in.
No.
Oh my god, they held for enough time. SKADE, I can't believe that. Endpoint took so long to get the default set up towards the A site. Last second called in a rotation to B, and they didn't do it fast enough.
When they rotated to B, it should have been the straight execution. We saw them waiting just too long, and we saw Mighty Max. He had the bomb out, and he was just running to try and get the plant down and just hoping the teammates would cover. But you just can't run down the clock like that, especially if you're rotating from A to B. Endpoint, a mistake with the time, and SKADE are going to be able to capitalize on that.
Oh, Mighty Max burning the 6 HP. He goes down in the end towards Banana. I think the flash molly combination worked out well for the CT side this time. They find an opening kill. The AWP spots the follow-up and takes out Thomas as all the same. Sacrifice is made to the Endpoint side, but what does it lead to? It doesn't lead to anything, it feels like to me. The 5-on-3 in SKADE. Pushed up into the A bomb site here. The defensives held out for the moment. Bellin on the stairs area alongside Rocking from the cross position. 60 seconds to the clock. Endpoint are going to start to fast face in. A smoke down from Spellin to stall for time. Good call at that stage because it will stop any early hits. Or not, actually. Endpoint are going to flash their way in. They start losing to Rocking. The spray transfer between two leaves it all to Robin. And what a cleanup round it seems from the CT side.
And finally, we're seeing the double AWPs. Actually, they don't reap too much success. It really comes down to Rocking. But the fact that Spellin, they find an opening pick, and then Spellin's able to turn it into a 5 versus 3, aggressive on top of the broken wall area, and that puts Endpoint in a really weird position. They're in a massive disadvantage. They need to kind of play together to open up B, and then Rocking, just with his flashbang, is able to line up 2 players with a fantastic spray transfer. And Robin got a chicken in front of him and a 1 versus 5 ahead of him.
His only friend left in the round, apparently.
Yeah, maybe.
One of his other mates died.
That chicken's on his AK as well? I'm not sure what they are.
I can't tell with the stickers when I see the angle's a bit weird. A buy-up from Endpoint could still look good, but we are seeing a tech pause come in for SKADE. Okay. Moment's respite here for Endpoint. Certainly a moment to reflect on the match so far, because it has looked, again, confident at certain moments, and then you have moments like that last round, you know? Like, I'm not sure where to place Endpoint at the moment, because it looks way too inconsistent between, you know, confidence and then just decimation, you know?
It's definitely at least SKADE trying to come back. There's no doubt about it. We're starting to see some rounds go their way. But all in all, Endpoint have, other than the small mistakes that we're seeing from them, things have looked really good. They've been able, a lot of the time, to get opening picks on the T side, and the crossfiring's been fantastic. So if this can continue from Endpoint and they're able to minimize their mistakes, then potentially we might see a bit more momentum. But as we do go into a bit of an extended pause, we are going to go to a quick break, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more Counter-Strike action coming up.
So, Endpoint in a good situation regardless of the last couple of rounds. It has been a bit inconsistent though, so realistically they need to win this rifle round. At the very least, Tweg, they have been able to follow up with those opportunities. You know, they've been able to turn it around every single time they have. Not a moment. The double AWPs in for the SKADE side, however, again looks to be concerning. So, a moment for respite, a moment to break the momentum for the SKADE squad. The AWP for Crucial will look for that first contact again against Denny Slaw. He's been great towards his mid-face. Spellin with the AWP down towards the B contact. The passive rotation to come in from these boys, but very carefully they'll play the situation out here.
This is really slow from Endpoint. This is probably one of the slowest defaults we've seen from them yet. That gives up full banana control for Spellin. They can rotate 4 players over to the A bomb site and just leave Spellin here with the AWP to be posted up around the broken wall area. But I'm really surprised that this kind of a call comes out for Mighty Max. This is a big change up, and if Spellin can fire the first, he can. What an advantage that is.
A big boost up, big frag on contact towards Banana. The first man down is going to be Thomas here. Tag up again towards that Banana position. Going to try and look for some sort of wall bang through the flashbang and through the blindness, but nothing will come through other than that opening pick for SKADE. 50 seconds to the clock. Again, Endpoint are going to let the timer run low. I don't know how many players Spellin saw there, but based on the fact he's the only player here towards B, they don't suspect it to be a B site hit. Till that utility starts coming in. Denny and Rocky are on the way. Spellin's going to burn to 12 and nothing, and he's the only player to defend against the oncoming T-side forces. Denny will pop a shot off through the smoke, completely blind, hoping for a lucky shot. Won't happen for him, though, the AWP of Denny. Will tap and tap, but not get anything out for their trouble here. The bomb plant should be secured here. Rainwaker actually gets a pick. Is that blind as well? On towards Coffin's position. It's crucial supporting the bomb plant right now. 3-on-3 retake coming in for SKADE. A secondary pick back from the AWP and landing another good tag on towards Raftu. Rocking is going to be left alone with the AK. Does turn on towards a decent kill, but it's still crucial in the backline, being a real thorn in the side. And the AWP shot connects to Raftu, leaving it all to the AK. Rocking dealt with by Robin. And that will be 8, a half to the favour of the T-side of Endpoint.
Great hold coming out for Crucial with the AWP. Some really nice shots, some quick flicks as well, being hit by him. And SKADE, unfortunately there, with the opening pick, they are just not able to hold off that B bomb site. And we saw Spellin just sort of sitting in the flames. He was waiting for at least getting that one-on-one trade with the AWP, but Endpoint was so much slower than peeking with that Molotov that he just burned alive and didn't see anything.
Crucial. Oh. Max mopping up this round. How quick was that? It's already over. Like, unless Rocking and Raftu can find some really stupid plays, I don't think they will. The overwhelming force of the man advantage should be enough. If Rocking gets taken down, it'll be a B site hit, and easy as that. Max round the corner, smokes up. We'll see that piece of utility coming in, but he's got to wait for contact first. And Thomas will go down for 1. Max will be able to respond, though. So 8-9 for the Endpoint side.
Wow, this is super impressive coming out from Endpoint. They definitely have a potential, Jay, of getting double digits in this first half. What a convincing half this would end up being for the UK side. Raftu with no money as well. So for SKADE, we probably won't see a buy coming into the next round. Probably just be a half buy investment. A Crucial again. And T-side AWPing very difficult on a map like Inferno, but he's been able to find pick after pick. That's second shot as well. We saw an aggressive play from the CTs coming out to the mid face, something we haven't really seen before from the Bulgarians, and Crucial just hits a nuts second shot.
Raftu also get taken down in the end. A very quick hit from Endpoint to take the picks. Force us into position here for the T side. Eco for round 14 should be easy enough for Endpoint to clean this up. And could be looking at 11-4 half. Considering how close this map has been in the past between these two teams, I did not expect that from Endpoint on T side. Maybe on CT side, could have given a bit of credence to it, but definitely not on T side. Take a look at the previous performances that Endpoint have had, and they have they've been playing it semi-aggressive. Always close halves, always good games, but dead set evens at certain points. SKADE on CT side that always took the upper hand in the end, so not a good sign for the Bulgarians here at this stage. I'll let Endpoint get to double digits at the turn of the half. Let's see if they can hold off some sort of damage here on the crossfire towards B site. That's where Endpoint are heading.
Now they're rotating a third player over to the B bomb site, the full commitment coming up, and it just comes down to whether these pistols are going to be able to start anything off. That re-smoke is fantastic. That's going to allow a full rotation into the B bomb site and Rocking start things off.
Blind headshot on towards Robin. He's forced rotation out. Rainwaker's here. He's going to hear the footsteps. He's going to call out the information. How many players will cross? He'll hear 3 sets of footsteps back up. He takes a premature shot, gives up his angle. They now know the information's there. Mighty Max comes in, forces the issue on 2 pistol players, but Raftu with the season in the midst of this one will catch off Surreal, but forced to reload. And it looks like the T's will recover this. The P250 from Rainwaker gets one, but Crucial responds. And it's all a Rocking with a MAC-10 in his hands. No way to recover this round. Probably better to save the MAC-10. I mean, they'll be up for a buy in the next round anyway, so you never know. Damage has been done to Max and Thomas, but again, just so much work to do for him.
And they make good damage, but you almost feel as if that maybe we could have seen a little bit more coming out. That was a great read from SKADE. So they actually stack over the B bomb site. They push a member aggressive down second mid to get the info if the rotate comes back to the A bomb site. And we did see a couple of misses coming out from a few players of SKADE with the pistols. But all in all, Endpoint able to convert their 10th round, double digits in this first half. 3 players staying alive. They'll have no doubt a complete buy going into the last round of the half. And I doubt they go double orcs to SKADE as well. Yeah, it's just going to be rifles. We spoke about the veteran player of Rocking and Spellin not really showing up in week 1. Rocking definitely has. Spellin's still a little bit far behind.
Incendiaries out here will not stop Crucial from scoping in and taking out one. Second player not quite as easy, and Denny will re-aggress and take out Surreal. He wasn't expecting him to be there. That's a 2-for-1 in the favor of the CT side, and the kind of start the SKADE have been looking for in many of these rounds, but unable to do the damage in this case for the Endpoint side. A 4-on-3 is recoverable, but still much to the favor of SKADE.
Banana control. Looks to be just maybe a walk into the B bomb site with information. There it is, resmoke coming out for Rocking. And Endpoint might even just try and push through this. They do.
Force the issue. Spellin takes down one and punishes them for their efforts. Another player back. Mighty Max will take out Rocking. Molotov to force Spellin out position. He's just going to burn alive. Second time it would have burned in his back of the bomb site position. And they have forced it back to evens. 2-on-2 for the retake. No defuse kit in for the CT Force. An AWP and an M4. Have to act so quick to get this round together. And Endpoint are left standing up here. The time ticking. The AWP scope in. A flash over towards the cross position. And Mighty Max will see no one. Robin will see 2 though. And he'll take them both down. A 3K for Robin overall. An 11-4 half for Endpoint. What a start on the T side.
Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. We're seeing almost every player going to double digits. But as we do go to a quick little break, we'll be back with the second half after this.
Endpoint on their CT side with such a major start. Opportunity presenting themselves. The flash smoke here for Spell, and I think he had a second flash in there as well. The defuse for Mighty Max, and he's going to be alone standing here on the B-bomb site. He's going to take aggressive contact as well. That's not a good position, I don't think. Look for Rocky and do some initial damage to several players, but nothing major coming through. Endpoint will be in retake mode. USPs for Robin. Looking up to try to tap to someone on the boost spot position. They can't quite find anything though. It's just passive held from SKADE. Attacks from the Glocks of Denny. Gets one kill. Barely kind of gone towards the second. Crucial doubles up onto Rainwaker though, as he finds Trace to 3-on-3. Smokes up to the bomb site. Rocking taps up one. Sees Robin's shoulder. That taps up on the USP. It does get taken down. And the last man standing is Surreal. A 1-on-3. Headshots are plenty to take. He just can't focus fire. It's 3 kills for Rocking. And Endpoint will not be allowed to spiral this lead out of control.
Oh, what a tight angle that was being held there from Rocky. Just holding down the line, finding 3 massive kills. And look how quickly the AKs are to be reinvested from SKADE, rather than seeing the MAC-10s and the UMPs. 3 AKs coming up for the SKADE side, and a force by J for Endpoint.
Smoke standing. The flash over. AKs, UMP, and the MAC-10 for Rocking. Much better buy for SKADE here in this T side. Upgrade pistols for the Endpoint squad. Still sees these flashbangs and such being able to force them back on the initial interim. Nothing major coming in from these boys, though. Rocking will take his face up, and Endpoint will just sit back.
Pretty passive from the City side. They've got a resmoke for Banana. This could be big from Thomas. Double Deagles out the B bomb site. Crucial's rotated off with Mighty Max to switch positions. Oh, now Crucial's got another smoke. There's so many smokes. They're bringing another smoke to the B bomb side of Robin.
They're going to have to force it through. With Crucial getting up aggressive, the gap and the smoke to the right-hand side, this is the perfect chance. They will know that there are 3 players here on the B site defensive. This might force some more counters from the SKADE side, but they'll know what they're dealing with. Look at how aggressive Endpoint are taking his stance as well. This could either be a complete disaster or absolute magic from the Forceport pistols. And taps come out. Crucial sitting in the midst of the smoke, expecting the utility to come out. He gets flashed completely blind. They all slip past him. He gets Rainmaker, turns around for a lot more. The pistols have cleaned it up. Thomas and Crucial go ham. And I can't believe they just pulled off the most ridiculous defensive in the world. But it is Endpoint on 12. I'm stunned. I am absolutely stunned at that.
That was really smart from Mighty Max. So what they actually do is they keep rotating the players from B to A, whoever uses their smoke. So in the end, Endpoint used 4 smokes, at that top Banana position. And for SKADE, well, they can't really push through it at that early in the round. They kind of want to just wait till the smoke dissipates. But the thing is, they keep getting smokes and smokes and smokes. And for SKADE, they run the clock so low. That was really smart from Endpoint. But look at the Deagles coming back already. First kill being found. Surreal with a spray down. And him and Crucial working together. And Endpoint, everything is going their way. 13-5. What a scoreline from the UK team.
I can't believe this. Wow. What a showing from this CT side. Endpoint came to this map prepared. So much utility placed in the right places at the right times. Such great reads coming in from the UK lineup. A full eco out from SKADE for this one here, just to upgrade pistols. I'm completely remiss. The Glocks are in from the T side. The double flashes on Rocking as well. But that's about it. I genuinely am speechless. Like, how Endpoint won that last round is still a mystery to me. Still a complete mystery to me.
Mighty Max is probably going to get so many kills. He gets nothing, only gets 1. Oh, the spray coming in from Thomas, though, is absolutely lovely. 2 kills from him. This Deagle coming out. And that's just easy for Thomas. Thomas. Easy, easy. 2 more rounds, Jay. That's all they need.
They call him the UK King of Banana for a good reason.
Yeah! The UK King of Banana. I like that. I like that.
Well, look, right. No one can match up to the real King of Banana, okay? Freiburg has that entitled on lock.
Hey, Thomas is there. He's there. He's the replacement king.
AKs. Oh, look at this. What was that, Surreal? Of course, sleeping in the open, taken out. Mighty Max can find the response. They know that the T's are pressing up, so they just spam it with nades and Molotovs. Damage done. 2 picks coming in for the Endpoint side, but nothing more than that. Incendiary back. Denny's going to get catching this player off guard. Thomas still gets out his backup in Rafter, but Mighty Max swings on Denny. This is a confident stance that I don't think SKADE can recover. Rainmaker will get 1 pick on the A bomb site, but he's got no bomb with him. And so much CT presence surrounding him. Robin can close out this round so easily. 3 kills from Mighty Max. And this will be a match point for Endpoint at 15-5. I thought this would be match point of 15-14 rather than anything else. SKADE, where have you gone for this one?
Raf2 currently sitting 4-17. Rainwaker on 9 kills. Denny Slaw on 8. Same for Spell and Rocking, the only man with positive figures and actually having a decent impact at the moment. Endpoint, I was a little bit of afraid of this map pick, but it just seems like everything's going their way. Crucial to start things off. Surreal, very aggressive down towards the bottom mid area, and Rainmaker, depending on timing, might get taken down from Robin here.
Rafter extremely low. Robin, very where he peaks and when. He's going to try and clear out the apartments, but he hasn't secured the stairs entrance. Smokes up. SKADE past the broken wall. Rocking will move in. 58 seconds to the clock. Smokes to return from Thomas all the same. Re-smoke down towards Cross. Good kill towards Swellen. Turn around, still gets the headshot on the second man being half blind. And Rafter, Rainwaker, last two players, they're standing, they should know where they're at. Further flashes coming in to stop them from making their way out. He spots Rafter, and he does get a deagle shot at least for the T side, but the AWP is rotating to the support, and all that's left is Rainwaker with a Galil in his hands and can't do anything there. 16-5, Endpoint with a fantastic Inferno. Despite this not being their map, despite it being a great map for SKADE, despite being the history between these two sides being so close, so down to the wire, Dweg, it's impressive to say the least for the Endpoint side.